We're looking forward to the coming season at South Carolina, and it's always nice to be here to SEC Media Day. Been to a bunch of them. And we believe we're heading in the right direction. We believe our best days are ahead of us at South Carolina. We've been sort of stuck on 7 wins a year. We've got 35 in the 5 years I've been there. Doesn't sound very good, but 35 wins is the most in school history in a 5-year period. So I guess you could say it's all relative. But it's unacceptable. We feel like we're putting together, assembling a team that can win more than 7, 8, 9, 10, and obviously our goal is to win a conference championship someday. We feel like we've got maybe the best group of athletes since we've been there. Now, that doesn't mean we got better than Florida and Alabama and Auburn and all those teams. It just means we've assembled a good group of players with a wonderful attitude. We've signed more players from good high school programs, teams that have won state championships there. And certainly signing Marcus Lattimore this past year was a big boost for us, one of the top, if not the top running back in the country. And the year before, Alshon Jeffrey and Stephon Gilmore were 2 national recruits, could have gone anywhere. So we believe we're heading in the right direction. Our facilities at South Carolina have tremendously improved in the 5 years. Eric Hammond, our athletic director, and his staff have done a fabulous job of putting together facilities. When he got there 5, 6 years ago, we might have been bottom of the conference facility-wise. And right now, after our locker rooms being renovated right now, we could be in the top 3 or 4 schools in the SEC facility-wise. We have a brand-new academic learning center called the Doty. A prominent booster, Dodie Anderson, contributed generously for this, and it is a 3-story structure that houses all of our student-athlete needs. So a lot has changed at South Carolina. Obviously, the baseball team winning the national championship was a tremendous lift for all Gamecocks. Something good really has happened to our school, and we're believing and hoping that certainly that's going to rub off on all the other sports there. So we got a little momentum because of baseball, and we'll see if we can carry it on in football. When you're the middle of the pack SEC school like we've been, you have a tough schedule. I think ours was ranked 4th toughest in the country by one of those magazines in the preseason. But it's usually always in the top 10. But that's just where we are, and that's where we pretty much are always going to be because of where we are and in the SEC. But anyway, we're looking forward to the year. I think we've got a lot of good players, and we believe if the ball bounces our way, we'll be able to maybe make some noise this year if it goes that way.
Patrick DeMarco said that he has seen a different Stephen Garcia over the last few months since last season, and he's throwing the receivers on his off. Have you seen changes in Stephen?
Well, we can't watch in the summer, and I don't watch, so I follow those rules. But obviously, you hear from the strength coaches how they doing, they doing fine. That's about all I ever hear. But our summer program went the best we've ever had, for whatever that means. Almost 100% attendance, according to our strength coach. No problems with guys skipping and sleeping in and so forth. Stephen's been at all of them and is doing everything we ask, as is all the players. So, if we're going to compliment him on that, we got to compliment the whole team also. So, yeah, Stephen is our starting quarterback. We also have another young man, Connor Shaw. Graduated early from high school, was able to be there in January, went through spring practice, been there every day in the summer with Stephen. So he's going to be ready to play also. We feel like we know we're coming to the ballpark with 2 quarterbacks ready to play. We weren't in that position last year. But we got more juniors and seniors on the team playing this year than ever before. So what all that means, I don't know until we start playing games, because we were lousy the last game we played right here in Birmingham. Papa John Bow, UConn soundly beat us, and we haven't forgotten it. And until we play well, that was our last game.
Coach, I know you've been in Western Saunders this whole recent NCAA investigation. Has it created any kind of angst at all, or just, any kind of?
It really hasn't. It really hasn't. I think all of you know that he and some other players around the country went to something in Miami. I don't know if it was a party or whatever they went to. And the question, I guess, is who paid for the trip. The question on all these guys. So when the investigation ends up, we'll find out. I know no more than you guys know.
Coach, how much of a concern is it to you, this issue, player agents and inappropriate contact with student athletes?
We haven't had a lot of problem with it, I guess until now, and still we got to wait and see where the investigation is. But I'm not on a big bandwagon here today to talk about that. I'd prefer just talking about state of South Carolina football, and that we're heading in the right direction, we believe. We're not there yet, but we have a chance, hopefully, to earn our way into the top echelon of the SEC teams.
Coach, how much patience will you have with Stephen Garcia?
Well, every player, every position, if the other guy plays better than you, he beats you out. That's, I've used that philosophy forever. I'm not going to change on that. Just because a player was a starter one year doesn't mean he's going to be a starter next year at any position. If some guy really comes on and proves he's, a better player. But Stephen is our starting quarterback until somebody beats him out. And we don't anticipate that happening, but certainly we don't know what's going to happen. But Stephen, the biggest thing that's hurt us, our offense the last 2 years, we've been dead bottom of the league in rush offense and dead bottom in sacks 2 years in a row. We go backwards all the time, and you can't play that way. And sometimes we wish Stephen would throw the ball away instead of trying to run out of the pocket. And sometimes the lineman or the back or the tight end miss a block, and we get another sack, or sometimes the center snaps it on the ground. So we've had too many backward plays. And for our offense to get going, we got to eliminate those backward things. So, and that's where Stephen can really improve, is getting the ball out of his hands more and not having those sacks.
Your guy was such strong SEC roots. How well do you know Derek Dooley? What do you think of him? Obviously, a far cry from his Tennessee predecessor.
Just got to know Derek a little bit this year, really. Known his mom and dad a long time, I guess. But just got to know Derek at the meetings, and he's a first-class guy that I think will do a super job at Tennessee, certainly.
Is it hard to say good things about Tennessee at times, just with your background?
No. Coach Fulmer and I are good friends now, maybe not always. But, no, we've always been pretty good friends, and especially now that we don't play each other, I consider him a good friend. No, I don't hold any animosity really toward anybody. We haven't beaten enough teams lately at South Carolina for anybody to be mad at us or us too mad at them, really. So we're approaching this year that we do have an opportunity to maybe do some big things. I don't know. But we've got the best group of players, I really believe, since I've been there. And I know the attitude's the best. And now whether or not we can put it together and go, we got to wait and see. Who?
Ryan Mallett.
Oh, I think he's a big-time quarterback. He's a big-time quarterback, and he should have a great year. Of course, I thought Jevin Sneed was going to have a great year last year, and that he didn't work out. His didn't work out quite as big as Ole Miss and them had hoped. But Jevin's a good player. He's a good player, and certainly Tim Tebow became a first-round draft pick that not many people thought would happen. So anyway, who knows who's going to be the best quarterback in the league, but certainly Ryan has all the physical tools, and Bobby Petrino on that offense will give him a chance to continue posting those big numbers. All right, thank you.